I'm sipping 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make digits, I'm on my business. Stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us red run when I tell a peace.
Today I'm gonna tell y'all my CARVANA story. If you're my friend or you follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you've seen me complain about this company. And honestly, like, y'all, this video could be so long, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. I've already filmed it twice and it was both way too long, so I'm gonna try to keep it short and give you like an express version of this. I'm gonna start off with this because I feel like these are the questions that people want to hear the answer to. One, would I ever buy from CARVANA again? Absolutely absolutely no. Would I recommend this company? No. What other questions? That's really all you need to know. Just a full disclosure, these are my personal experiences. These are my personal opinions. These are real things that happened to me, and everything that I'm saying in this video is completely true. And I wouldn't even be really making this video if it wasn't really for these experiences. This is more of a complaining video and like a warning, like don't shop at this company video, which I didn't want it to be. I just wanted it to be like a regular review video, but whatever. We're gonna get right into the video. So I was looking for a car, and because of my own financial situation, I ended up going with CARVANA because they were the one that was giving me the best APR. So I ended up going with them. I qualified to put down $800, and I can't remember my APR, but like I'm not really like that proud of it to even be saying it in the first place. Like I really just needed like a car for real. So I got my car. I searched around a long time. It was really hard to figure out what car to get. I ended up getting a 2016 Ford Focus, and it was delivered on, I don't know what day exactly, but it was delivered mid-October. I want to say like October 12th or somewhere around there. And like I said, I have it delivered to me. When you go through CARVANA, you can either go to the car vending machine or you can get it delivered. I got it delivered, and when you get it delivered, you can do like a little mini test drive around your neighborhood or whatever. And so I ended up doing it. Nothing was wrong with the car as far as I could tell. Ran smooth, whatever. CARVANA gives you 7 days to, I guess, test the car out, see if that's really the best fit for you, and you can return it, money back guarantee, no problem. But within 7 days, I found nothing wrong with the car. However, see, everything was nice. Like I wanted to tell everyone about this car, this company. I was so happy with it. Everything was just nice. And then exactly on the 14-day mark of me having the car, I'm driving almost back to my house. 14 days into having the car, y'all, I get a notification saying that the engine light came on. I'm like, what? And my car starts like jerking, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So I make it home and I call CARVANA, which they'll send you to Silver Rock, I believe. And Silver Rock is basically the warranty that CARVANA uses. Everyone gets it, I guess. It's like a 100-day warranty just in case something like this does happen, and just to make sure your car is good, I guess, and covered for the first 100 days. Well, I called them. They're like, okay, you should probably go to a Ford dealership as soon as possible. I'm like, all right. I didn't think it was that much of a big deal because I feel like older cars, not that a 2016 is older, but I just feel like cars a lot of times when the check engine light comes on, like sometimes it could be serious and sometimes it could be not that serious. Like you could kind of keep driving on it. Not that it's good, but I didn't think it was like literally went from completely driving, no warning lights, no nothing, to completely broken down. Like that was just really crazy to me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call around. And I ended up like running back out like an hour later to go get food. My car, I put it in reverse to back up out of the parking spot. My car would not even go, okay? It was literally revving so hard. So I called Carvana again, like, okay, I know y'all told me to call Ford, but now I can't even back up and even take it to Ford. I don't know what to do. So we started calling Ford, which I still have the powertrain warranty on my car as well. So they were like, okay, let's call Ford and see how early you can get your car in, you know, because you just got it. We want to make sure everything gets fixed soon. So we call all the Fords in the area, and all the Fords are literally like, we don't have open availability for another month. I'm like, another month? That's not even like fixing my car. That's literally just looking at my car. Like, what the? So I'm complaining to Carvana because they're like insisting that I go through Ford. And so what the representative that I spoke to, she actually was like, okay, let's just go through Silver Rock since you have both warranties, and let's just go through Silver Rock and we can get you to a nearest Pep Boys. So we do that. I'm able to go to Pep Boys, get my car towed there the next day, and Pep Boys immediately sees me and they tell me that I need a brand new transmission. Okay, that's frustrating because I literally just bought the car 14 days ago. I literally just got the car 14 days ago. And so the person at Pep Boys was like, the only reason why we haven't bought the transmission to replace it is because we're waiting on Silver Rock to give us the okay that they're gonna pay for it and whatnot, I guess, authorize it. Silver Rock comes back and said, we're not covering this at all. You still have the Ford warranty, so keep the car there. And luckily at the time when I was calling around the Fords, I was able to get one for November 18th, which like I said, I bought the car in October, 2 weeks later, so it was probably, oh, my car broke down like November like 2nd or something like that. So the earliest I could get it in was November 18th. So I still kept that just in case, you know, and I'm glad I did. So fast forward back to Pep Boys. Pep Boys was so like I said, Silver Rock came back and said, no, we're not paying for this. Take it to the Ford dealership. So my car literally sat at Pep Boys from the beginning of November to the 18th when it got towed. I was of course unhappy because I'm like, I'm gonna be out of a car this whole entire time when this dealership said that they can literally fix it right then and there. And luckily, thank God, Carvana was like, okay, we're gonna give you a rental car. So I ended up having a rental car for a whole entire month, because the gag is that my car was put in the shop on the 18th at the Ford dealership, but the Ford dealership didn't actually even look at my car until December 3rd, and they fixed it the same exact day on December 3rd. Y'all, this whole thing has just been so annoying, just in terms of hurry up and wait. They come back, Ford dealership come back and say, good news, you actually didn't need a whole new brand new transmission. You only needed the computer module fix. I don't know what that means, but I'm like, alright, cool. I go and pick up my car after work. They're already closed. They leave my keys with the service, or not the service, with the sales front desk lady. And I go pick it up. I drive my car. First of all, my temporary tags that you get on your car were expired. First of all, by a couple days. They expired December 1st. I got my car back the night of December 3rd. So not only have I been dealing with them on everything in terms of my car and whatnot, and I begged and pleaded them to take it back and whatever else you could think of, and literally I'm just like going with the flow, and it's so frustrating. But then I get my car back and the temporary tags are expired. That's a whole different story. But basically, they were requiring me to, well, the DMV was coming back requiring me to change my address because I moved right after I bought the car. I said, okay, but of course I work 9 to 5, so I can't just drop my schedule and just go to the DMV for a day to get everything situated and whatnot, because I didn't have a license at the time for the state that I live in, which is in New Jersey. I had it for Virginia, which Carvana was very aware of, and we still did the transaction with it. And so I call and I'm like, oh, I see that my registration is about to expire. Keep in mind, I just got my car back. I'm like, I see that it expired, my temporary tags expired, and I was just wondering if we could get like an extended plate or whatever, because I haven't got my like regular plates in. So the lady on the phone tells me that if I don't get this paper in that they need with the verification of address change by tomorrow, then they're gonna take back the offer of extending my rental car, even though I had just literally gave my rental car back, because the rental car was for my car being in the shop. So I'm like, okay, can you give me like one more day? Like, can I just figure it out with my manager, see if that's possible, I can just like drop it and go to the DMV or whatever and get things figured out? She was like, no. She literally told me if I would have been more in contact with Carvana about the registration, then maybe they would be able to extend that date for me. Now keep in mind, I just bought a car that had transmission problems for a month. It was in the shop, and I literally just bought the car. Like, at that point, yes, y'all did give me a rental car, but then now we have registration problems, which if you look up Carvana, you see that a lot of people have registration problems just in general. So they ended up putting the blame back onto me and wouldn't do anything about it, despite, like I said, the already inconvenience about my car breaking down after 2 weeks of having it. So I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna have to suck it up. I have to make it to work, and hopefully I just don't get caught, I guess. So I'm driving with temporary tags that were expired, unfortunately. And then a couple days later, my car starts doing the same exact thing. So I go back to the shop and put it back in, and not only did the transmission computer module just get fixed, but now I need a whole brand new clutch. Turns out, after doing some digging, that the transmission computer module and the clutch was just fixed back in January too. So I don't know if it's this car or Carvana or whatever else. I'm not sure how the buying process goes for used cars, but I truly, in my mind, don't believe that this car was supposed to be sold. I have no understanding of the condition that they bought this car in, and it was just so frustrating overall to have my car be put back in the shop. So at this point, it's mid-December. I bought the car in mid-October, and I've literally only driven my car for a total of 2 to almost 3 weeks. I've had the car for 2 months. That is very frustrating. So I was able to get the car back in a timely manner, which I do thank Ford for. And I'm able to go get my license changed. I ended up submitting the form that Carvana desperately needed to continue for the registration, which I did as soon as I could. And I was told, okay, this is right before Christmas. Give it about 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4, and we'll have your plates to you as soon as possible. Well, I'm patient. I let the holidays go by. I let New Year's go by, and I'm on my way back home, and I call them. And I'm like, hey guys, it's a Saturday. I'm like, hey guys, you know, it's me again. I've already talked to over 20 of y'all before. Just me again. I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me, but I'm also tired of your service and your business and your whole entire company. But I'm just wondering where my registration is. And they're like, the lady on the phone is like, yeah, you've already submitted everything that you need to do. It's up to the DMV to do what they have to do, and we don't have any say over that. She was like, but if you want, you can call back on Monday and we'll be able to help better assist you because I can call the DMV myself and get more answers. I'm like, whatever. I wait till Monday. I call the DMV myself. The DMV says, we don't have nothing on file for your registration and your tax. So, yeah, you might want to call Carvana back. I'm like, what? It's been almost a month. You should have something in there, like something, right? No, I called Carvana. Keep in mind, I submitted my paperwork almost a month ago. I called Carvana. Actually, it was a month ago. I called Carvana like, hey, y'all were so rude to me. One, my car broke down. You freaking sold me a broke down car. Then I'm paying for the car. Then I'm also risking my livelihood and my money from being fined or whatever else is the freaking risk of driving with expired plates, temporary plates. And y'all wouldn't even give me no type of leeway on these plates, on these registration plates, these temporary plates. And now y'all want to tell me that y'all haven't even submitted the paperwork that needed to be submitted, and there's still stuff on y'all's end that needs to be submitted. I've waited a month, and then have the nerve to tell me that there was nothing that they could do and that I would have to drive more on these expired temporary tags until it was time, until the time came for my place to come in, which would have been another month because it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to process anyways. And with how slow they've been going, I'm gonna stretch it to a month. And I'm like, no, this is unacceptable. Literally, out of every single car. Oh, they came back. This is what they said. They said because of our error, this is what we have for you. 1, you can change your address back to the address that we wanted you to change it from, and we can just keep it at that address. 1, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I don't live there anymore. That sounds so dumb and so just dumb. And they said my second option was that we could process a whole new transaction with this car and write a whole new buying contract. What was wrong with just submitting my paperwork that I submitted to y'all? What was wrong with processing that, honestly? Like, really? So, now this was a couple days ago, probably about a week ago that this happened. Keep in mind, I bought the car back in October and I still don't have everything situated. It is now January 8th. Bought the car back in October. I still don't have regular plates yet. I bought the car back in October and I just got my car back 2 weeks ago. I bought my car back in October and I've driven it about a month total. And it's January 8th, y'all. January 8th. So that wraps up the end of my story. Hopefully my plates aren't prolonged anymore. I mean, they did give me extended temporary plates, or like brand new temporary paper plates or whatever, for another month, but I really don't, like, if they screw this up again, I'm really not going to be surprised. Like I said, just to wrap this all up, I would never ever want an enemy to go through all of this back and forth with Carvana. I was so excited to try it out, and I was so excited that everything went so smooth at first, and then literally it was like a snowball effect. Like, it was something after something after something after something, and that honestly was not anything that anyone wants to go through, but I definitely didn't want to go through. Definitely, I had just totaled my car like a month before I got this one. Like, it was just so much going on. So that's it. I tried to shorten it as much as I could, but if you have any other additional questions that you might be going through and you need tips and advice, whatever, maybe we could just talk about our experiences, please don't hesitate to DM me or message me or whatever, follow me on Instagram at hello hi pretty, and just DM me about your experience or any questions you have. I will definitely answer them, because like I said, they're not helpful. I didn't talk, like, they don't have extensions, they don't have anything like that. So when you call and you talk to a new representative each time, and it's just so frustrating. Like, I've told this story over so many times, just because like people just don't get it, or the notes just aren't as thorough. And when you're talking to someone new, they don't understand the extent of the situation, they don't understand a lot of it. And really, I spared a lot of details that just added up to so many, but it was just so annoying. And so, like I said, don't hesitate to DM me, and I hope you like this story time. Don't shop from Carvana, guys. I'm trying to tell you, so don't do it. Okay, don't do it. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.